Hello everyone, my name is Heejin Kang and I'm very honored to be on a first speaker tonight. And my presentation is called How Does Korean Educational System is really affecting badly to the teenager. I'm gonna give you two examples of actually I've been through. Then after that, I will give the solutions to figure it out the problems. By the time I was in elementary school, I was taking the art class, and the art class there was a teacher, and the teacher one day the teacher wanted me to draw the portrait, kind of portrait, the painting. Then the nearby, what we're gonna facing with. So I just wanna draw the pictures that the really beautiful evening sun, the blue sky. So I painted partly the red color because it's the evening sun. So, but my teacher walks up to me and said, "Hey, Heejin, what is drawing? What is the pretty pictures I ever saw?" Then I just answered to my teacher. So I just wanted to draw the red sky. Then my teacher said, "Hey, Heejin, sky is supposed to draw a color by the blue." Then I said, "What are you talking about? Just I don't really go in for sort of thing." Then you know what happened? She's slapping on my face. Oh my God. There's a reason I draw the last color to this painted to the sky. So then I said, "You bullshit." Then she slapped again. And I graduated from public high school in Pohang, and every student forced to be attending and punch in every 6 o'clock in the morning. And I know this official schedule the schedule of the class is supposed to be end before the 5 p.m. But every class is forced to be sign up the extra classes before the 10 p.m. So everyone is forced to, and everyone is really suffer from. Then according to the research, there was a research was done to every public high school students in Gyeonggi Province in 2009 by the Ministry of Education. And there's only 8%, less than 10% students likes to be educated in Korean education system. That means Korean education is suck. I can confidently say it suck. So here comes my solutions. Even we need to encouraging students' personality by counseling and give some feedback to the student. I mean, I noticed that every Korean students are well trained to be shut off their mouths in the class and just really carefully paying attention to the teachers, not just expressing their ideas freely. I don't think it's not very apropos. So even though the counseling is not a best solution, but we can share their pain. We can by counseling to the students, or we know what are they thinking and how much they hate maybe the something or so. We need to counseling to the students with very carefully. So by finishing my presentation, I really wanted to say thank you for listening to everyone. That's my speech, and thank you.
Questions?
I was just wondering on your solution to counsel the students.
Yeah.
Wouldn't this still let the problem continue?
Even though it can't totally preventing the vicious circle, but we can share their pain, as I mentioned in the last part. That's part of my my speech. The counseling is not just generally with face to face. Is by one to man to man, and we can notice, and we can notice we can get some there. Yeah. I lost my way up. I'm getting off the track. I'm sorry, but
No.
another question. Okay, you go.
Example, your elementary experience.
Yeah,
It is not common.
not commonly happen, but I just wanted to emphasize it. I don't even fabricate my real experience, but I just wanted to let you know how this Korean education is operating in just only one-sided way. Just don't even communicating with the teachers and with students, and just only teachers gonna teach, and students are just shut up their mouths and just listen. I just wanted to blame. I just wanted to pick these problems with my presentation.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Franklin Lee. I come from Korean literature major. The topic I want to talk about today is the social problem that I've met in here. So firstly, I want to represent everybody a scenario. Actually, this is the second time I've been here. So the first time when I go in here, actually I don't really know the rules. So I go into the streets and wanted to buy something. But actually, I don't really know the way. Then suddenly I see a Korean just walk through by me. Then I just touch him. I want to ask him the way. Actually, at that time, my Korean skills is not as good as right now. So I just gonna talk to him in English. So I touch him and say, hello. He just started to staring at me, very scary, and he's afraid I'm gonna rob him or something. And he said, and I started to ask him, excuse me, do you know where? And he just interrupted me. He said, no English, no English, English 못해, 못해. Then he just run away. And I feel very curious. I mean, did I look as a bad person? Because he's really, really gonna rush and scared that I was gonna punch him or something. So I just walk by and find someone else. And strangely, almost 80% Koreans are all like that kind of action. English 못해. But finally, I'll find a Korean who has a very good English, and he introduced me the way, and I find my destination. And I ask him that, where did you learn English? He told me that I've been to the United States for about 1 year. So at that time in mind is Koreans can separate it in two kinds of people. One is just native people, never been abroad, and English skills are not very good. And the second kind of Koreans, they have been abroad, and their English skills are really good, and no matter the pronunciation or the feelings. So this time, the second time that I've been here, and I really feel the university things in the kind of actual Korean university. And I've participated in several English classes, actually. And the students in English levels have someone to surprise me, like Juni Nuna. Right now, she has been to America for 6 or 7 years. And some other people, I don't give one by one examples. But actually, surprisingly, the age distance in the university, it's totally shocked me. I mean, I nearly have some brothers and our friends live in the dorm, which age is 60 years old, or 40 years old, or 30 years old. That's not normal. I mean, at that time, when the first time I know, one of my friend's roommates' age is 13, by that 30. At that time, I was really shocked. What? 30 ages university student? There's not that kind of example in China. So I started to ask him, why you're gonna be so late? Because I know that the Korean males will gonna go to the military for 2 years for training. And ask him, he told me that I've been to Australia for 5 years just to learn English. So about that time, I started to think about it. I think Chinese also have this kind of student who has been abroad, but they go abroad just during the high school time or the university time. Not during the university time, they go there and go back and to study in Chinese university again. So I started to think about maybe it's the culture shock or something. Right now I've started to think, I mean, I am a foreign language studying student. So I think that maybe Korean students have to change their minds. I mean, if you're really interested in English study, then you can choose English literature or some majors that related into English. If you just wanted to have this kind of skills talking to foreigners, then I don't really think that you have to go abroad. I mean, go abroad, of course, can operate your mind, maybe can make you feel opening, maybe you can improve your English skills, but I don't really think that waste that kind of time is necessary. I mean, like me, I'm a Korean major, right? So that's why I came to Korea for studying Korean. Actually, literally, I've never been abroad before. But the only thing is, I learned from my uncle. My uncle is American, and around me, they have some friends who is Chinese American, born in America, then come back to China for a vacation, and then talk to them. So at last, I wanted to tell everybody, if you're really interested in English, I advise you to choose an English-related that kind of major instead of going abroad. Because when you are in Korea, there also have a lot of foreigners can let you to study with them, to talk to them, to improve your English skills. And that's the end of my speech today. Thank you very much for listening. So, any questions? Okay.
The statistics that you used, almost 80% of Korean run away.
Yes.
So where is that from?
They're from Incheon.
Incheon.
Yeah.
So it's your own experience, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's my personal opinion. I mean, right now, according to many of my foreigner friends, they tell me that right now in Seoul, and I actually experienced it once. And I asked a Seoul student, they tell me, and excuse me, can I talk to you for a second? Of course, I can. Yeah. Do you have any question? May I help you? Well, it's different. Yes.
There's maybe one more thing that you aren't taking into account. You're an exchange student here also. And, well, even though your major is Korean and it makes sense that you're in Korea, my major has nothing to do with Korean. And I have never felt that I've wasted my time here. And that's because of other reasons that aren't academic, but they still help to build a person. Don't you think these are also very important things?
Actually, I think go abroad. The main point is just open your minds to think and to just compare with your own country's cultural differences. So I think you may be going here to experience this different culture. You're like me. When I was in China, I've never been abroad, but I'm really interested in American cultural and Korean cultural. So I really want to go there. But at that time, unfortunately, my mother didn't allow me to go abroad, so I didn't go. But right now, I came over here, so I think that maybe you have that kind of opinion. But it's just personal, not to represent a lot of exchange students here. And that's my answer. Thank you.